I build plastic models as a hobby in Japan. This video was previously uploaded in Japanese. I have revised it and created an English version. I've added some new information that wasn't in the Japanese version. I will continue to provide the latest information from Japan, so please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I found a scale model of the F-86 series that was sold by many companies in my collection. In particular, I found kits from 8 different companies for the 1/48th scale model. Use this video as a reference to find the F-86 you want to build.
Let's start the reviews of each company.
First, we'll use the Hasegawa sample, the F-86 Sabre Korean War Ace, as a base for comparing each manufacturer's model.
Let's open it right away. Regarding the instructions, we'll check their clarity, language, and the manufacturer's color specifications. The instructions are in both Japanese and English. Color specifications are given using Mr. Color numbers. There are a total of 5 sheets, plus missiles, plus auxiliary fuel tanks, plus clear parts. The points of comparison will be the condition of the panel lines and the level of ease of assembly by test fitting. For the clear parts, we'll check the canopy fit and the presence or absence of parting lines. The Hasegawa kit has parting lines that need to be corrected. Furthermore, we'll check the condition of the decals. Now let's test fit it. Let's take a look. The preliminary assembly is complete. The parts fit together perfectly, so I have no complaints about the fit. The point to note is the fit between the intake tip part and the body. If you fit the left and right sides of the body perfectly, a step will be created at the tip of the body. If you fit the tip part to the sides first, a gap will be created at the tip of the body. It seems easier to fill the gap at the top with putty than to correct the sides. The canopy fits without any problems and does not require any correction, but the only thing that needs to be done is to remove the parting line.
That concludes our look at Hasegawa's kit. Let's use this kit as a base to compare it with other manufacturers' kits.
The next kit is from Academy, and the sample is the F-86 Sabre, the Huff. First, unboxing. Painting example and decal positioning instructions. The paint scheme described in the instructions has Mr. Color numbers. The instructions are in English and Korean, and there is almost no warnings. The illustrations are sufficient for assembly. Compared to Hasegawa, the machine guns and other details are improved. There are also many parts around the engine. The part division is almost the same as Hasegawa. There are many parts for the engine and the inside of the fuselage. Bomb loadouts and machine guns are also included, which Hasegawa does not. The panel lines are at the same level as Hasegawa. There are more detail parts than Hasegawa. Now, let's do a test assembly. No major problems in particular. Hasegawa, the front fit, as seen in the previous kit, is also precise. The panel lines are slightly thicker on the Academy kit than on the Hasegawa kit. No major modifications are needed for the canopy fit. There is a fair amount of flash. When aligned with the left and right positioning pins, the front of the cockpit is misaligned. It seems better to remove the pins on the pins and align them that way. The surface feels bumpy to the touch, and the sink marks are noticeable. Even when compared directly to the Hasegawa kit, the smoothness is different. In my experience, Academy's original decals are stiff and don't conform well. The decals in this kit seem to be made by Cartograph, so hopefully they'll be okay. Next up is the Airfix sample from Canadair, Sabre F4. The Canadair Sabre is a license-produced version of the F-86 manufactured in Canada. The box is rather large for a 1/48th scale model. Let's open it. Instructions for painting and decal placement.
The instruction manual is in 5 languages, with English being the primary language.
There is little text in the assembly instructions. The details seem quite intricate. There are many pages in the instructions. The tires also have a realistic look of being compressed under their own weight.
The list of colors to be used is included in the separate color coding instructions, along with sample colors.
The color number is Hombro. There is no groove on top of the canopy. I checked with a photo of the actual aircraft. It seems that some features of the Sabre have been omitted, rather than being characteristic of the Sabre itself. The window frames are deeply engraved. The molding is wide. Hasegawa has a ladder-like molding on top of the wing. Airfix expresses it with a single line. Overall, the panel line detail feels rough. Even outside of the panel lines, the molding detail is rougher and lower than Hasegawa. For example, the nose tip. Hasegawa uses a double line, while Airfix uses a bulging effect. Hasegawa is closer to the actual aircraft. Now on to the test assembly. Since the parts are finely divided, I only assembled the main parts. The main wings are also divided into parts like ailerons. Parts for the landing gear bays in a closed state are also included. The main fit is not bad, but the canopy shows distortion and is not beautifully molded. There are many parts divisions allowing for various assembly variations, but in terms of the beauty of the molding, Hasegawa wins. Next up is the ESCI sample of the F-86 Frecce Tricolori. ESCI no longer exists, and the molds have been sold to Italiari. It will be the same as the Italiari kit currently on sale. This is an old kit that I acquired quite a while ago. The instructions are yellowed. The instructions are available in many languages, including English. Even if there isn't a language you understand, you should be able to assemble it by looking at the pictures. The specified colors are numbered according to Hambro's numbers. Incidentally, Italiari uses FS numbers for their specifications. These large decals are made by Cartograph and seem to be usable even when old. The parts are very simple. As I mentioned earlier, it's the same as the Italiari kit currently on sale.
Although it has engraved panel lines, the detail on the main wing is even simpler than the Airfix kit mentioned earlier.
The difference isn't clear when compared to the Hasegawa kit. The detail lines on the canopy are on the outside. Now let's do a test assembly. There are no major problems with the fit of the top, bottom, left, and right parts. There are gaps where these 3 points intersect at the base of the main wing. The distinctive oval shape at the nose is missing. The canopy isn't very pretty. The mating surfaces are rough. The pitot tube can break and get lost during construction if it's attached from the start, so it's recommended to remove it and attach it at the end. Compared to the Hasegawa kit, this is a kit from several generations ago. However, it is still sold as an Italiary kit. Next up is the Hobby Boss sample of the FJ4 Fury. This is the carrier-based version of the F-86F. Basically, it's almost identical to the F-86F. Painting instructions. Assembly instructions. Languages are Chinese and English. There is no list of colors to use, they are listed in the painting instructions. Specified colors are listed by Mr. Color numbers. The part division is the same as Hasegawa, and the panel lines are thick and shallow. The surface has a rough texture, which is common with Chinese manufacturers. There is oil on the surface to make it easier to remove from the mold, so please wash it with water, neutral detergent. The surface is shiny because of the oil, which isn't often seen with Japanese manufacturers. It needs to be washed with neutral detergent. If you don't wash it, the paint will peel off. The FJ2/3 has the same wing shape as the F-86. The FJ4 underwent significant modifications, including changes to the wing shape. I thought it was just the F-86 with an added landing hook, but it was actually a major modification. The panel lines are thick and shallow, so in my experience, wiping off excess panel lining removes it from deep within the lines. Hasegawa and Tamiya kits have thin and deep lines, allowing for cleaner panel lining. Now on to the test assembly. As expected, it's very oily and my hands got sticky. Be sure to wash with neutral detergent. You can see the oiliness even from this picture. Overall, it's not a bad kit, but the panel lines and details are bold and somewhat problematic. The canopy window frames are deeply engraved and protrude. Next up is the Grand Phoenix sample of the FJ4B Fury. Grand Phoenix is an American manufacturer. It contains a large number of resin parts. I obtained it at an auction, but the parts were already removed from the sprue. The main body has a lot of flash. The panel lines are engraved, but they are quite messy, with some lines becoming raised midway.
Re-engraving will likely be necessary during assembly. Dealing with the large amount of flash will also be difficult. The number of parts is not large. Etched parts such as seat belts are included. Conversely, the challenge of making it neatly is interesting. Unusually for the F-86 series, the underside of the main wing is not integrated with the body, but is a separate wing. There are few bonding surfaces. It would be better to reinforce it. Color specifications are FS numbers. Parts are resin, photo-etched, and injection molded parts. The instruction manual had a list of colors to use. The color specification section had an illustration of squeezing the color out of a tube. The color list only listed the colors in words without FS numbers other than the aircraft color. Now let's do a test assembly. I temporarily fixed it as much as I could.
there are quite a few burrs. This is a tough kit to assemble. Furthermore, cutting and shaping the resin parts is quite difficult. Buying this kit is at your own risk, knowing the difficulties involved. Next up, the Revell sample is Canadair CL-13 Sabre Mark VI. This kit was acquired as a boxless junk item at an auction. The Canadair CL-13 Sabre Mark VI was originally sold by Revell, Germany. Revell's company history is complicated, isn't it? Incidentally, this kit allows you to choose between the F-86, F-40, and CL-13 specifications. The decals are from 2006. The instructions are in English. Color specifications are listed in many languages. The Revell color numbers are at the top. If using Mr. Color paints, a color chart is necessary. There aren't many detailed specifications in English, so it seems easy to assemble by following the instructions. After partially assembling it, I discovered that this kit is actually made by Hasegawa. Although this kit was released by Revell, Germany, it is actually the F-86 F-30 released by Hasegawa in 1994. The package is here. The wingtip shape appears to be different from the CL-13. As is, it's the F-86 F-40 specification, but by replacing the Revell parts, it becomes the CL-13. Incidentally, this is the Hasegawa F-86 Sabre Korean War Ace that I reviewed first. If you combine it with Revell parts, it's the same. That's all for this kit review. Finally, the Monogram sample is the F-86 Sabre. I also acquired this jet kit as a junk item without the box or instructions at an auction. This kit was originally made by Monogram and is now sold by Revell USA. The package currently sold by Revell USA is the same kit as the one I'm reviewing. The mold looked a bit old, so I checked online and it's definitely still being sold as this kit. The raised panel lines give it an older feel. This is the only kit I'm reviewing with raised panel lines. I've lost the instructions, but there are a few parts, so it should be easy to assemble. I'll do a test assembly right here. The canopy molding isn't very detailed. The lines on the rear of the canopy are also exaggerated. This kit is recommended for those who like older kits. I hope this video will be helpful in your purchase of an F-86 scale model.